Hey guys, this is AgentMindStorm, and welcome back to Total Tour. Quickly at the start, I want to address something. If you have seen my Let's Play, you've seen that I've changed the format there from long 20-minute uncut videos to some other sorts of things. That will not be happening for Total Tour. Total Tour is staying the same, and that's that. So let's begin the video. Welcome to yet another one of my world collection. Now, if you are an insane fan, you might actually know where this is. This is Wither Run, as it says, Wither Run. Creators by me and Bread Makes You Fat. Now, I actually did a video on this. It was one of my very first videos, like really early on. Functionally, this is a minigame I came up with where you spawn a wither, and then the wither destroys the map while you run around and try to hide and survive, and the last person alive wins. It actually worked pretty well, and it was pretty fun for the most part, except some of the places were overpowered. Like in this house, he pretty much couldn't get you. Out in here with the well and stuff, when the well got destroyed, there was water everywhere. And I actually can't show you all of the Wither Run maps because there are multiple different worlds. Most of the maps, well, I guess a good number of the maps are in this world. There's like 3 plus an unfinished one, but there's 2 maps that are in a different world that we don't have. A village map, a normal village, not a snowy village, and a normal forest map. And the forest map is in my video. You can see it. You can watch it. And then this map, I think, might be in the video. Oh yeah, this one's in the video, but I play it alone. So, you know what? The one thing I'm noticing right now that just really sticks out to me is I really got the shape of those ice spikes down. These do look like natural ice spikes, and of all the things in my map to get correct, like look at, this is how I thought a village would look if it was in ice. I used clay and ice and snow, and I think they look pretty cool, except that the quartz roofs don't really fit. But I'm noticing that like my design with the ice spikes is pretty on point, even though this was a while ago. Also, something you might have noticed is I used glitched water. This is back when there was a glitch where if you melted ice, the water would just kind of float there. And that's what I used to do this. This is actually a perfect way to make it so that when you drop in the map, you don't take any damage. It's really nice. It works perfectly, and it looks good. So that's Wither Run, the first map. Let's look at another map now. This is a map that actually has sort of a sad backstory. On the surface, yeah, it's a Wither Run map. What did you expect? It's got a thing, it's got a centerpiece, and it's actually a logging shop. If you go inside, they've got logs on conveyor belts. I like the whole design of this place. We got chairs with little armrests, and then the logs go down into the processing factory, and the processing factory brings them through, and it cuts them down to planks. Isn't that, like, so cool? But here's the thing. I originally actually recorded this video to be a time-lapse. I had all the footage. It was great, and it was going to be a full time-lapse. So, the way I was making videos all the way back when was I recorded the clip with Xbox Game DVR, because this is how it used to work, and then I had to upload it to OneDrive through Upload Studio. This is a terrible app whose only purpose was to make it sure that your clips were accessible in other places. Literally nothing else. So what I did is I stuck the clips together, because I had like 4 or 5 minute clips of building this area. I stuck them all together, and then I uploaded it to Upload Studio. I get to the computer, I plop it in Movie Maker, because that's what I was using back then, and it doesn't load. It doesn't open in any other programs, and it seems generally broken, because I had deleted the original files once I had uploaded it to Upload Studio. This was obviously a mistake, because now the files were lost, and I was only left with the corrupted version of the video, so I had to scrap it, which was super frustrating because I spent a lot of time building this and it looked really cool, and I only ever got to play this map by myself. Never did I play it with a friend, and that's what's really sad, because this map looks pretty neat by itself, you know. I like the design on here. It's really good, but never got to play it, and its whole purpose, which was going to be a time-lapse video, never got done. So that's the story behind this map, and on the other hand, let's just talk about the design of the map. I like it. When you played it and you could just go in the house, the Wither actually did blow a hole in the roof most of the time, but sometimes he didn't, so it was just kinda like, oh, I'm invincible down here. But the one thing I do like is you can't access the basement layer until he's at least, well, actually, there's the ladders. Originally, my plan was that you couldn't get down to the basement until he had broken the floor, and I think that would have been a better way to balance it than what I did eventually now. Yeah, it's just a forest. It's got all the trees, except this was made back before acacia and dark oak trees, so there aren't any of those in the map. I do like that little tidbit. And this is by far the biggest map, too. Here, we have something that is actually in my random builds world. Here, you know what? Let's just do a little cut and I can show you that. I actually already did a tour in this world, so I won't be repeating a tour in this world. You can actually see that if you go to my, I think it's like a channel update video, but I also say world tour for random builds. It's the world with my giant hopper chest, which was my first video. It's also got a lot of other stuff like parkour practicing. That was my 100th video special wall down there. It's got the signs. There's my Mesa Temple prototype. We got a gold farm. We've got pixel art. It was just the world where I did anything, and thus the name Random Builds World. But one of the things in this Random Builds World is this horrible, weird-looking tower with bedrock on top, and it looks like the most visually unappealing thing you could probably ever build in this game. But if you go inside, you'll see that that's actually because it's a minigame room. This was a minigame that I created. I don't know why there's a cat in here. This is a minigame called... Did I ever have a name for it? I don't even have a name for this game. Wow. Okay, let's just go into creative, and survival, and I can show you how the game's supposed to work. So you drink a potion of night vision, just so you can see nicely, and then you drop down into the pit. Now, the whole goal of this game is that you have to survive as the stuff falls on you, because that button breaks the sign. And then the gravel starts to fall. You get a rain of signs, and then basically the idea is, as the gravel falls, it'll eventually layer up to a point where the top of the map is inaccessible. Your goal is to be on the top of the map. That is the only goal of this game. And it's pretty not interesting to watch, and the thing I like about this game, though, is this is the kind of thing that would only work on console edition. Why? Because on all the other versions, all of that gravel would fall instantly. But on console, the game is limited to a certain number of gravels at this, or like blocks at the same time that can fall. I think it's around 15 or 20. So if any more of that try to fall, they just can't. So that's why we get something like this where it falls layer by layer, piece by piece. And it's really, that's the biggest plus of this game. So I'm going to do a little speed up here and we can actually see what it looks like as it gets closer to the end. So you might notice there's some bedrock appearing. Whenever you see bedrock, that means that that spot on the area, or on the map, I guess, I'm not sure what to call this, that spot on the playable, reachable zone has reached the highest point it's going to get. Your blocks aren't getting any higher than that piece of bedrock. So that's why you want to start avoiding the bedrock regions, because if you don't, you'll eventually be left too low. So we're finally reaching a point where we're getting to the last few bits of gravel, and we will be... Oh, we didn't win. It all comes down to that last jump. If you can get inside the gravel and get up high enough to survive, you win. But the thing is, I really do start making it just cut you off at this point, and it's really hard to win once you get to those last few bits of gravel. So as you can see, that's what that minigame was, and in the other world, the Wither Run world, that's what I was starting to build, because originally I was thinking, maybe this world can be for a bunch of different minigames, and not just Wither Run, and then I never ended up doing that, so we ended up with just me building this in this world, and you know what? It does look pretty good, and I also love how you can see the shape of the gravel from the outside because of all the bedrock. Like, that's just really cool. Back in the Wither Run world, we can see a few of the other random things that I built before giving up on this world entirely. But first, I've noticed that there's some forests that are just kind of burned down. I have no idea why, or for what reason these forests are burned down. Oh my gosh, okay. This just gave me, like, a flashback of memories talking about Wither Run and stuff. Okay, there was one more map. Remember how I was talking about how there were two worlds? One of them is not owned by me, one of them's owned by Bread Makes You Fat. Another map in that world that we don't have here was a jungle. I don't know why that popped into my head now, looking at all these burned swamp trees, but that's what I just thought of. Like, we had a jungle map, and it's not in this world, so I can't show you, you just have to believe me. Okay, but anyways, what is all this? Okay, this seems to be a redstone... Oh yeah, it's a redstone design that toggles a beacon on and off. Why? Couldn't tell you. I have no reason to make this in this world. I cannot... Oh, wait. Maybe it was to test something for this. Okay, I should probably explain what this thing is. So this is like a challenge, well, it was supposed to be a challenge tower. So, like, there's a bunch of different things you can do. You get a ladder, and you get a lever, and you gotta, like, get out with just one ladder. Wow, super easy puzzle. You just put the ladder up there, and then, yeah, that's easy. And I had the plan to make more challenges like that. Like, are there... Oh, it was a 4-player race. Okay, so you had to get the ladder and climb up, and then... Okay, that's actually interesting. So it was supposed to be a 4-player race tower where your goal was to race to the top. And clearly I just never made it, I guess. It has something of a design. This is actually more design than I used to do for most things. Like, we got a design in the walls that doesn't make it so monotonous, but man, I wish I could have learned about using different types of blocks that follow the same palette, because seeing a mass of stone bricks like this is very ugly. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, wait, okay, here's something. Each map has its own little section for spawning beds. It has armor that you wear when you go in there, because you are supposed to have armor, except, hold on a minute. The purple set of armor has a red cap. This is unplayable. I'm sorry. We have to end the video now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Just kidding. We're not ending the video now, but that would be pretty funny. Oh, golden carrots too, because we played an easy, but we didn't want food to be a problem, so we just gave you a bunch of golden carrots. Let's see. Here's the last two things, which you've probably been seeing and wondering what they are. Here we have another bed spawning area. I guess I don't know what I called these. Potion of fire is... Oh, because this is a nether-based map. Oh, and look, there's different armor for each one. That's cool. This is like muddy and not very nice colors, but you know what? Who cares? Let's climb up and... Oh, look, to enter the map, you actually climb through portals. Okay. Here's where you can tell how old this map is. These portals were made before you could do large portals. That's why they're not 3x3. So you drop down, drop through the water thing, and then, okay, you're in the map. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. This is like a rush of nostalgia for me. I'm just seeing all this stuff that I've played before with other people, sometimes without other people, and I remember people didn't really like this map. Oh, can't imagine why. Let's see. So it had a few areas. You had the little lower down nether island, which you could get blown up into lava land. You have a nether fortress in the middle, which I don't even know if he can blow up, the wither, when I say he, can blow up these sorts of bridges, but I think so. He can really blow up almost... Wait, he can blow up obsidian. Of course he can blow that up. And, oh, there's a chest with iron armor? What was I doing? Wow, okay. That's something new in this map, I guess. I definitely didn't do chests, and now I'm going to have to check the lava, because I am exactly the kind of person who would put a chest under the lava somewhere. Or maybe in the glowstone or something? I don't know. But you see, guys, this is the last map. It was a nether sort of thing. You can see I even made glowstone from the ceiling. It's like a miniature nether. You even got a broken portal, and you got a wither. It's pretty fun. That's a map that actually was finished, and I just never did a video on it. Oh, here's the actual nether for comparison. The real interesting thing is this other map, because this is a map that I never ended up finishing. This was supposed to be a skyblock one, with lava that actually did kill you. So, I think you can probably imagine why I never finished this one. I thought, you know, that would not be fun. These islands are all identical, and actually, if you look at the way these are built, they're all different styles of skyblock islands. That's really neat. This first one is my style, the fun skyblock style, where it's 1 layer of grass, 2 layers of stone, 1 layer of bedrock, and it's out 4 and then a little 3x3 square. I'm guessing the chest has the... Nope, it... Does it have that in every chest? Past me in with the jokes. If I... Imagine telling past me, yeah, in the few years you'll come back to this map on a recording and read your own messages trolling yourself. That's actually really funny. Wow, that's the best thing we've seen so far in this video. So yeah, this is the classic skyblock island. Just 3 blocks out from the little 3-block square, all dirt except 1 square of bedrock where you spawn, and the chest is not relevant. And then we got an evil skyblock island. It's not even the right shape, and it spawns the wither. Oh, look, this is how I mined it out. I just used TNT, so you've got this ugly, ugly, ugly hole underneath. Wow, I can't believe I actually used TNT to build something. That's crazy. Did I use that here too? I had to, right? Did I actually mine this one out by hand? Oh my gosh. I mined this one out by hand. What was wrong with me? Why did I mine this whole thing out by hand? Oh, look. Oh, look, past me, leaving open a hole so that anyone in creative could jump down, and then I just switched to survival because I didn't remember how to do it. Huh. So I actually dug that one out piece by piece. Did I dig out the log factory? I guess I probably dug that one out. Hey, look, it's burned. Why is there a burned jungle? What did I do in this map, guys? Well, anyways, I think that's about where I'm going to end this video. You can see Wither Run was not just a map or two maps or a minigame. It was eventually going to be a whole world of different themed minigames that I would build. And apparently a single redstone machine. In the end, most of them got forgotten or just straight up not ever used, which is honestly even sadder. But now they will live on forever in this video about Wither Run and other minigames. I originally started this video thinking that the only two maps in here were this one and this one, and I was like, how am I going to talk about this for 20 minutes? And then I remembered, number one, I'm not holding myself to a strict 20-minute time limit. And then two, there's all this. So this was actually a very interesting video for me, too, because I didn't remember half this stuff before I started it. Well, for now, I do want to tell you all, thanks for watching, and for real this time, I will see you later.